Alrighty, guys, what is going up here? So in today's episode, we are going to be reviewing. Whoa, let's just go there. We're going to be reviewing the trade ideas. Where is it? The trade ideas software here today. We're going to be talking about the perks, the benefits, price points, everything like that. And really, is it worth the $120 a month for it? So that's pretty much jump right into it. So for those of you that don't know what Trade Ideas is, Trade Ideas gives you the capability of finding stocks to trade within milliseconds. You can have, your scanners up and running, and you can really filter out almost all of the stocks in the stock market that don't meet your criteria. So my personal preference, I use the gap up scanner, and I use the momentum and volume scanner, if not the high of day scanner. So I pretty much have 4 or 5, because I do use a couple others, maybe the social media one that they have. I do use a couple others. I think I use 7 total. Now, when I look for a stock, I need something that, filters out the float, because that's one of the best things that I love about Trade Ideas is it really does a phenomenal job filtering out the float. A lot of scanners like Finviz or the Thinkorswim scanner, there's no capability to do that. And I am a small cap trader, so meaning I trade stocks with a lower float and hope that there's a lot of home run potential. Now, all those other ones are good scanners, but this one you can put in the exact amount of shares that you're looking for the stock to have, and you really can execute your trades a lot better. So it does have these things called channels. You can kind of see them up here. You can see that they have the pre-market one right here. If I move the social media one above that, so really you can click on those and they give you a ton of scanners that will help you during that channel. So if you're looking for a pre-market scanner and want to find stocks pre-market, you can just click on that pre-market channel and it will come up and you can see the scanners that they already have made. Same thing with the social media and a ton of others. Now, I love that because then I don't really have to worry about the creating one. I have all mine created, but when I first started out, it was nice. I didn't have to worry about creating a scanner that was interesting. You know what I mean? I really wanted something that was easy to use and fast execution, and that's what I found here. So, I also love how you can create your own scanner. Now, they do have a ton of ones that you guys can use. I'll put my scanners down below so you guys can just click on it and download them. But yeah, so really you can create your own scanners. You can do everything like that. They have the social media one, which is very, very interesting. For those of you that don't think that social media has any factor to the stock market, you guys need to look into Elon Musk when he tweeted that Tesla was going to go private after $420, and the stock was at $325. Stock rose roughly 7.5% in a single day. A ton of people just loved it, and it took off. And it continued to rally for a little bit, but all he did was send a tweet out, and if you would have had the social media mentions on, if you'd have had that scanner up and going, you could have gotten in at probably 1.5% and rode that wave of another 6% or so, and really could have executed that trade phenomenally. So they do have a ton of others. The social media is very, very good because they do stock tweets, and I think they do one other one. It might be Twitter or so, but I think it's stock tweets. Stock tweets is kind of very similar to Twitter, but it's all stock market related, and that's really what they use there. It's really what all the traders and investors use. So if you don't have that, look into at least getting that, that stock tweets app. It's free. Another thing that Trade Ideas has, it's called AI, so artificial intelligence. So really, it can execute trades for you. You program it for thousands of different types of scenarios, and with each different day in the market, it buys and sells stock on your. You pair it to your broker account, and it does it automatically. Me personally, it's a little more expensive. That starts at a starts out at like $188 a month, which really, if that's what you're into, then that's kind of a great deal. But for myself, I do all my trades myself, so I don't really need that there. um, but now let's kind of talk about the pricing. A lot of people think Trade Ideas is by far the most expensive scanner and day trading thing that you can have. And, maybe long term, I kind of see that, I might see that here, but with day trading, you have to understand that you have to treat it like a business. And if you don't, you're going to fail. So, with saying that, Trade Ideas is just another bill that you have. When you operate a business, you have things like rent, electric, you have a ton of things. And just if you have this up and running and you have your trades execution, this should be a no-brainer. Courses of the average stock market course is roughly $1,500. $1,500. Now this starts out at roughly $120 a month, and it's by far the best scanner that you can get. It's 100% worth the money, and I would not change it. I might be a little biased because I only use this scanner. I don't spend time learning another one because it's easy. It's easy to use. To have the scanners planned out for you, and over time you can create your own, and it works out subpar. But if you think, oh, I'm a new trader, will I even benefit from this? And it's yes, you will, because how can you trade stocks when you don't have a high quality scanner? First of all, if you have one of those cheap ones, you're gonna be missing the move. 90% of the time, those scanners are run off backlinks and a whole bunch of stuff. This is just run straight from literally level 2 market data that they get, and it's very, very expensive for those fees. So that's why the service is more. It makes sense. Those other things are, they're probably delayed a minute or two, but they're saying it's real time. And this, you can literally scan the market in milliseconds, guys. And I'm not sponsored, but I'll put a link down below, and you can get 15% off just because I've worked with them, but I don't get a check by making this video by far. I don't. I wish I did, but I didn't. But yeah, so it starts out at 120 bucks a month, and like I was saying, the average stock market course is like $1,500. So you might be saying, well, that's expensive, but this is only 120 bucks, and you can find the stocks to trade. If you don't have it, you're going to be trading the wrong stocks, or you're going to be trading the right stocks at the wrong time. So that's it, guys. So that's really my review of Trade Ideas. Downfall, it's a little expensive, but I'm willing to pay for it. And other than that, I've never really had any issues with it, lagging out, anything like that. I used to stream it in the past, but the OBS streamer I used would freeze. That was the only issue I had with the streaming. But the scanner itself was always running, which I love, guys. I love it. So that is it, though. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, drop a subscribe down below. And if you guys think Trade Ideas might be something you're into, I'll put a link down below, and you guys can check it out and get 15% off all products using code MVP15. And that is it, though. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Remember to always stay happy, stay positive, and we'll see you guys tomorrow in another episode.